Welcome back, guys. This is not a review. Aren't you excited that this is not a review? I'm excited that it's not a review. We're actually even in the garage, and it's completely packed with stuff, as you would expect if you've been following along with the channel for any length of time. And that's because we've really not been working on anything, hence the truck that is completely covered with dust behind us here. So everyone's been confused as to why the videos and things like that have been changing on the channel. And they actually haven't been changing, but I've been doing more of the review videos. Everybody's wondering where Lance is. He's here. So he is still actively involved with the channel, and he has been actively involved with reviews. Why don't you tell him what you've been doing?
I kind of took on the role of recruitment guy. So it's been my job to make sure that I find the vehicles, kind of vet the vehicles, figure out, the good, the bad, the ugly, all the different details. So Spencer's able to actually show his face on camera and give a buy or a bust to each of these different cars. So that's been what I've been doing.
So I think what you guys want to know, and we've talked about a lot of this stuff at different times, but I don't know that we've ever sat down and really done a video about how things work behind the scenes on the channel. And there really is no special behind the scenes of at least my YouTube channel, because like when we're working on a project, that is the behind the scenes. Like if I just showed the end project, then there would be some behind the scenes. But I show you guys kind of everything that we do, and we really don't do that much that you guys don't know about, but I'm still gonna kind of break it down about how things have worked forever. So I started to do the YouTube channel thing back in the day. I guess I had my Pontiac G6 was like the first one, but shortly thereafter I got a Chrysler 300, and I did this review video of what the common problems were with it, because I didn't find anybody at that time doing those types of videos. Like the best thing that I could compare it to was like there was the long-term review in Motor Trend, but that was only like 30,000 miles. And I'm like, well, that's not really touching on any maintenance stuff. Nowadays, there's lots of people doing it because those videos did so well. And I've shot several of them over the years. They've all done really, really well. And then Lance started doing wrecked projects, right? And I was still looking for content for the channel. And so I was like, well, man, I'll come give you a hand. I'll just film along with it, and we can hang out for the day. It'll be fun. It's casual. At this time, I was not making a penny off of YouTube. It wasn't even monetized yet. Then a lot of these videos did do decent, got monetized, and we bought the Whistling Diesel truck. And obviously my channel went kind of crazy. So we continued on with that, plus a lot of other projects throughout the time. And during all of this, and I am going to try to be as honest and forthright with you guys, is Lance's side of things. We both kind of work in real estate. It's a long story as far as the day jobs. I don't even know exactly what we do. But Lance, was working in real estate and doing his job, and things were good. And we had a different president, and the economy, at least, was in our pockets, was doing better. And so things, as we've progressed now, have gotten a little bit tighter. And so the things that, like, the projects don't make any money. We probably spend, even the ones that are flips, there's some that we make money on, and then there's other ones that are absolute losers. Like, they and not just like a little bit of losers, like, I don't know, $5,000, $10,000. Like, we've gone, picked cars up from Copart and driven them straight to the junkyard because we got there and they were just junk. So, like, those things have happened, and it's, part of it. I'm not really complaining. I'm just telling you from our perspective. So the fun projects kind of had to, we had to minimize them over the past year or two, something like that. So that's why I've seen less content. That's a big part of it, as well as I have a kid. That's been the last year. Lance has 3 kids who are going into extracurricular, all that different stuff. They're at those ages. So his time's taken up, my time's taken up. And extra time that we do have is just to do our, kind of like normal family providing stuff. So it didn't leave a lot of room for the hobby, even though, yes, I do make money off YouTube. It didn't leave a lot of money for the hobby portion of it.
Just thinking about how, at YouTube, you literally make hundreds of dollars.
Right. So it's all based on views, and I am not even when we were doing lots of projects, I did not upload consistently enough. I know that. Just get busy with other things, or we get into projects that take much longer than we anticipate for whatever reason. Some of it's on me, some of it is literally like the parts just they aren't here or something like that, so I can't like put a completed project video out because of that. Kind of where we're at now, I guess, to bring it up to date. So Lance has been finding those cars for the reviews. The reason we've been focusing on the reviews is because they are by far my most profitable videos. I mean, like good money. And so I need to put those out to get back to where we can fund the fun projects.
True.
And prior, Lance had no, I've not paid Lance really a dime for any of the YouTube stuff. And
nor have I paid him a dime for like any of the assistance on any of my projects.
Yes, so that was our arrangement. Was like I would help out, I get to shoot the video, he doesn't get a dime of the YouTube stuff. So, and like I put out for the Duramax or whatever. I think my income on that was like $25,000 or something over the course of that project, which the truck cost more than that, and he put that money out. So, it's a give and take thing, and we luckily get along good in all of that, and I don't think anybody's upset. Are you upset?
No.
Okay.
But I think our arrangement at the beginning of the Whistle and Diesel truck project was it 50,000?
Yeah, we did have that.
Or was it
deal,
100,000?
Yeah. I don't remember.
There was some number. I was like, either 50 or 100,000. I said, if you make 50,000, or if it was 100,000 on this deal, I get 50%.
Yeah, I think so. We didn't get there. So thank you.
Below this video, there's links.
Watch those.
Yeah, go ahead and watch those.
So I'm going to show you guys, just because I know you like the real world numbers, I'm going to screen share here a little bit with you and show you what the views and numbers look like on the buy or bust, these review videos, which are a little bit dry, a little bit boring, but they are useful. At least I hope they are. And the views would say that they are. So I'm going to show you some of this right now.
This is my top videos for the past 365 days, which you will see a common theme among these with a few exceptions. Yes, the top video is off-roading with the Hummer H3. The Hummer H3 actually did do pretty well overall, which I was surprised about, but it definitely got a fan base on that one. Otherwise, if you scroll down through, you'll notice that all of these are reviews, with the exception of our Corvette video, which did terrible to start with, but did end up doing okay overall. So that's how much. These are my top videos for the last 365 days, and there is no Duramax, like any of that rebuild stuff. There's nothing from any of the projects other than those two that I mentioned right there. So that's why we are leaning into some of these reviews, because they just perform well.
So as you can see, these videos do well. And I can't just abandon them. And honestly, I think if we had never done the truck, I think my channel would actually be making more money today. Overall, I don't know if it would have made more money or not. But today, I think I would be making more money if I just kept through doing these reviews. So these reviews aren't anything new. My channel isn't changing. I've been doing them since 2017. 18 maybe was my first one of those, and that was long before most of you had subscribed, and I put them out periodically as we get a higher mileage car throughout the last however many years. So we are still going to do project videos. Absolutely. It's just been really easy to film some of these reviews, so I'm just going to bust out whatever video I can do. We're also going to do maybe some videos that are more, I don't want to say they're going to be like this, but a little bit easier as far as content, because projects do take, I can't spend 10 hours on a project like we've done in the past, unless either I'm making, we're making money from the flip, or we're making enough money off of the video to justify spending that amount of time. And I've done a lot in the past. Sometimes they surprise me. I mean, sometimes it's truly been amazing. I don't know why everybody watches that video. But there's been a few where I'm like, man, that really did well. But I can't spend that amount of time if we're not seeing the views and monetization side of it. So that, I think, kind of brings us to today. And today, we're going to take a look at actually how disorganized and a wreck everything is, because we have basically been forced to let all the extracurricular, all the, we had to trim the fat off of everything, as just about everybody.
Almost all the fat.
Yeah, Taco Bell Lance is budgeted perfectly for that, as you can tell. No.
No, I set myself up for that.
Yeah,
so, but no, I actually would like to trim the fat someday.
Yeah, it's we're working on a lot of things over here. But there's no way we could justify wasting money on a stupid green Porsche when there's like money there's projects that we need to get the money out of, like cars that have to be sold, but you still have to spend $5,000 to finish that project. So we just didn't have the stuff for the more exciting stuff that I'd like to share with you. So that's where we're at. We're not going anywhere. And right now, let's just take a quick look around. I'm going to show you, we're going to start here with the 56 behind us. We're going to take a look at the garage. And then there's actually a project that you guys haven't even seen yet outside because it's been sitting for months and months and months.
Now, I know Lance didn't get to talk much, and he loves to, if you knew him, but give us the update on the 56 and what's happening with it.
Parked this thing in the barn up at the top of the driveway and went to restart it about 6 months ago, and it wouldn't restart. But pushing it down the driveway, it actually pop started and fired off. So we're going to try to get this thing running right again. I think it's just a fuel or spark type issue. But anyway, but yeah, it's just sitting, and I need the money, so I'm going to be selling this bad boy. We're going to be getting it ready for sale, and probably going to go back to the wheels that were on it originally, just because people have almost universally decided they hate these wheels. So I'm hoping there's somebody out there that wants to buy these wheels, and I can just put the other ones back on.
Yep. So we'll be posting the wheels for sale at some point. Truck will be going up for sale at some point. It actually doesn't need much to go up for sale other than just be cleaned up. There's a few little things that we need to do, but I'll shoot a video on that, so you'll see that. Back over here, you got the plow. Lance picked this up for the winter for the H2, and that plow sits at best 18 inches off the ground to be like the right level. It just digs straight into the ground because the Hummer's way too high. All right, everything else inside here has sat. I mean, we got wheels. We got like kryptonite front end stuff for the OBS project. I promise you that we want to do that someday, and it's the fate didn't help it out.
And I'll tell you what, it's an overused joke, but legitimately, if you guys think we should do it, and you think anybody would donate to a GoFundMe, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we take some money. No, but yeah, we got piles of insulation, which is what's taking up this whole garage bay. There's wheels for that project. Everything is sitting right here. So I'm not gonna hold off. If there's like some secret project, there is. You're gonna know at the end of this video. So that's where the 56 is. There is wheels and tires. That's for the 56 and for the Hummer limo. For the 22s on it, we got some junk used tires that we're gonna throw on there. Everything else in here just needs cleaned up. We got a new lift for this bay sitting up there, and all of it's just on hold. That Buick over there, which is not probably going to be on the channel, could be, but that one was one that caught on fire, and we have another Buick that we're going to swap a bunch of stuff around actually from this one to that one. So that's why it's been sitting here for so long. We got like 40 hours into trying to like tear out harnesses and patch and different stuff, and it's just been a nightmare. The Ranger, that one we've seen before. That is still around. That one's going to stay around. This is a new camper. It's not the nice one that Lance had before. That one is sold. This is a fixer-upper, and it's something. What's it smell like inside?
It smells like rats and water.
Yep. What you want. This is the project that I have not told you guys about, and this is the Victory Vegas. What is this? I should on it. Vegas, yeah. Actually, so I was thinking right. And it was wrecked real hard in the front. We will do a video on this as well. Lance already got it mostly back together. It runs and drives, thankfully, but it was hit real hard. And I will do a separate video when we finish all of this up. Kids' toys outside. Corvette is just chilling in the garage over there. That one will never be sold, and probably really not a lot of content unless it's just normal maintenance, because we're not really going to ever change anything on that one because that was our dad's, so that one's sticking around. These ones here are just parts cars. LBZ is sitting here. We're going to keep that because it runs awesome. It works awesome. We will probably actually like do some maintenance stuff. Mirrors are cracked on it. There's a few things from the wreck that never got done, but we use that all the time. That one's going to stick around for the foreseeable future. We might even do a high miles review on it because I've never done an LBC. I did an LLY. Chevy Bolt is mine, and we're not keeping that. Actually, that one's going to be gone soon. And then the Acadia is just a flip. It was wrecked in the rear, almost done on that, but it's been around for months. And then the Jeep, I don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen with the Jeep?
I mean, the plan is to fix up. Should I tell them about the frame?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. It needs a frame adjustment. We thought it was all finished. We did some measurements. Things didn't line up quite right. So I'm going to take it to a frame shop where they're going to do a little tweaking on the frame. But then it gets a lower hitch mount, and that hitch mounted plow that you just saw in the garage is going to be on this for a plow vehicle. So this is a summer cruiser and a winter plower.
And then the trailer, that needs a ton of maintenance. We actually are going to get to that soon so we can have it 100%. But it works perfectly as it is. But it, of course, needs lights and fenders. Wood. We broke that board off the first day we had it, and then the lights fell out about 12 minutes after we had it.
Yeah.
We're not easy on trailers. All of those cars up there, not really anything special. They're either parts cars or there's one flip.
Two flips.
Two flips. I guess the Buick
The
and
silver
the
Buick is going to be fixed up.
and the Sonic.
Sonic is nice.
Almost forgot, on the other side of the garage, this was a parts motorcycle. We got the Craftsman garden tractor. Doesn't really matter. And then we got the Sea-Doo boat, which we may push off of a cliff. We were going to push that off the cliff?
I don't know. I was going to drive, use it, but maybe not.
Oh, what the frick was that?
Is what I mean?
No? What was it?
A killer bee, I think.
That's what I thought too.
Like a carpenter bee.
That's not on film, is it? It's on film. And then up at the new building that we haven't used a whole lot yet, we got a bunch of other cars here. These are a mixture of flips and parts cars. Mostly those are parts cars and these are flips. And then the Hummer H2 has unfortunately blown a CV shaft just the other day because we tried to move a stuck forklift with it and it could not handle it, not even a little bit. Actually, the LBZ could barely handle getting out this forklift. It is so heavy. I know forklifts are heavy, but I completely underestimated it. And then lastly, this is another one that's coming up, is I finally have to get the decals and just get this guy finished up because it'd be so fun for a parade or something this summer. So we are going to do that. I have all the decals laid out and everything to make this an Earnhardt car. So that will be something we do. And then this is where we did most of the work on the motorcycle. So lots of tools around. And with that, guys, I think that is the updates on the projects. I still have the Duramax, still have the Hummer, still have the Saturn Sky, still have the Blazer, still have the limo. And those ones are just either we're not going to do anything with them, like probably the Blazer, the Plow Blazer is probably not anything going to happen. Very little is going to happen with the H3 at this point, other than maybe we'll make an off-roading video comparing it to the Jeep. Or I may just sell it. That's definitely possible. Duramax I'm not going to sell, and I'm not going to sell any of the other ones. So they're still around. But that is where we're at with the projects, why I've been away, and why I've been doing the not as exciting review videos. So hopefully that all makes sense to you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below, and we'll keep trying to pump out content because I'd rather get you guys something out to watch rather than taking 2 or 3 months between videos, which has been in the past year or two pretty common. So sorry about that, but we're not going anywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back